Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for having me. Again, my name is Nori Adekunda. Some of you may know me by Nori, and I've been a part of Open Door since I was 10 years old, and yet they still can't spell my last name. Um, Being a part of Open Door has been a life-changing experience. I come from a single mom household. My family and I came to America when I was just 11 months old. Having a single mom comes with the idea that you are limited to many experiences and resources growing up. My amazing mother made sure that me and my siblings had every experience and help that we needed. Open Door has been a big help with that. There is a certain stigma that surrounds kids with single mothers, but I'm here to tell you that growing up and working at the Learning Center, I have firsthand know that they are strong, hardworking, and resilient. We found out about Open Door through some friends of ours who have just started. They bragged about how much fun they were having, so my mom immediately signed us up. The best part about it was that our friends were already there. I started out in the school-age program at the Learning Center. My older brother Posse started off in the youth center, and my younger brother Stefan started off in the preschool classroom. And then we all continued on to the youth center and began working at Open Door. Both the youth center and learning center expanded my experiences and changed my life. I experienced God's creation in many ways, especially through the field trips we took, like snowboarding and camping. I remember one time we went to Sky Ranch. I was only a sixth grader with a bunch of high schoolers, and I was about 90 pounds, and I was only 4'11", and I had to carry a 100-pound backpack for hours. My body wanted to cave, but I didn't quit. I did complain a lot, though. My brother can tell you all about it. These experiences changed my mind, reality, and world, and helped me realize that there's so much more to my life. When I transitioned to the youth center, it felt like one big happy family up there. One of the biggest impacts of my life at Open Door has been Meg, who I've known since she was 18 years old. Meg is the assistant director of the youth center and has been a part of my life since then. She inspires me to deepen my relationship with God and to be a role model to my peers and younger school-age kids. I even developed a relationship with her husband, Ted, and he has taught me so many things, like how to put a man in a chokehold or where to hit their pressure points. In 2020, I started Open Door's Next Step internship program. It gives youth an opportunity to work with different ministries at Open Door to develop skills for the real world. My first year, we were all hands on deck to serve families in the Learning Center during COVID. I helped with the food bank, serving Learning Center families, and helped with other projects around Open Door homes, like pulling out weeds and all of that. Thank you, Paul and David. During my second year, I assisted Taveo House directors. Taveo House was an experience that was memorable. Getting to hear the testimonies of other women who have struggled and are working towards a better life gave me a newfound respect for the life that I was living. It taught me that no matter how big the struggle, by the grace of God and my community, I will prevail. Also, during my second year, as an intern, I started volunteering at the Learning Center, the very place where my brothers and I grew up. Working alongside my brother Posse made the dynamics at the Learning Center more familiar and fun. I know all the staff can attest that during staff meetings, all we did was pester at each other. Not only was I working alongside my brother, but I got to work with his best friend Keegan, who I grew up with, who soon became a big brother to me. Before I started working in the Learning Center, I wanted to become a model, which I did for a short while. I also wanted to move to New York and live out my dreams. After my experience in the Learning Center, I saw the impact that I had made on the kids and the impact that they had made on me. I did not realize at the time how influential being an intern would be. I found myself at the Learning Center more than I was at school, and I didn't mind. My mom did, though. I knew I wanted my life to be bigger than just a model. I felt it in my heart that helping people was my true calling. Open Door then asked me to come on staff to work as an assistant teacher at the Learning Center. During my junior year of high school, by God's grace, I still made straight A's, and I found myself enjoying the work I was doing at the Learning Center. I connected with several kids who opened up to me, and I found fulfillment in being able to help the kids with finding kids healthy coping skills. I then realized that this work is my life's purpose, to be a part of the joy of mentoring kids, which was modeled to me by Meg and many others at Open Door. Right now, I'm attending Loyola University Chicago. I have found that I missed working with kids so much, I took it upon myself to find work that was just as meaningful and impactful as working at the Learning Center was. This had led me to start working for FORA, Foraging Opportunities for Refugees in America. where I tutor and mentor refugee kids. Working with these kids has shown me the level of strength a child truly has, even someone who has just recently come to America, succeeding in their studies. Being a part of this organization has made the work I do with so much more rewarding, knowing that I am helping refugees like my family and I. At Open Door, I learned that you can start from the bottom and work your way up. Because of that, I am constantly thinking about how I can make an impact on others like the Learning Center did for me. As a current sophomore in college, I'm majoring in social work and plan to become a child therapist. This pathway was inspired by my time spent with the school-agers at the Learning Center. I want to provide children who grew up like me a safe space to be their full, authentic selves and have guidance from individuals who have their best interest at heart. I would like to thank all the single mothers out there because they are truly God's strongest soldiers. I have had the pleasure of growing up around them. They have pushed me to become a better version of myself every day. My amazing Aunt Fade, who reminds me every day that God is with me every step of the way, and my gracious Aunt Sophia, who teaches me that knowledge is power and no one can take that away from me. And of course, my own beautiful mother, Odila, who is my support in every way, reminds me that I can do anything that I put my mind to. Again, thank you so much for having me. It has been an honor to tell my story on my journey with Open Door.